Right, let's jump straight into this explainer. If you've ever felt completely drained by the endless, nonstop demands of modern work, you're definitely going to want to stick around. Today, we're looking at an incredible blueprint from the Health Play Collective that completely redefines how we handle workplace stress. We're going to map out exactly how stepping away from the daily corporate grind can fundamentally reset your personal vitality. It all boils down to a very specific three-part structure: getting out into open country venues, diving into mindful movement in play, and locking in some really practical nutrition habits. It is a total reset for your system. We've all been there, right? You're sitting through some mandatory corporate culture initiative and it just feels incredibly forced. That's usually because those programs are entirely fixated on the company's output, completely ignoring the fact that you personally are just fundamentally exhausted. Imagine, just for a second, stepping out of that high-stress environment where generic team building usually happens and focusing entirely on your own internal rhythm. Are you tired of the boardroom dictating your energy? Well, the core philosophy here flips the script completely. It's a true individual-first approach. The big takeaway from the source material is that lasting corporate transformation actually starts with the personal vitality of each employee, rather than top-down mandates from HR. It's not about sweeping policy overhauls, it's about treating your personal everyday well-being as the ultimate foundation. When you find your spark again and feel genuinely energized, your daily work life just naturally transforms around you. And this perfectly captures where the journey really begins. You're leaving the beige office behind and arriving at a dedicated space out in the open country. It's not just another stuffy conference center, it is a true sanctuary. You're crossing a physical boundary which sends a massive signal to your nervous system saying, hey, it's finally okay to unplug and drop your guard. This deep physical separation from buzzing phones and humming servers is absolutely step one in this whole recalibration process. Section 1. Venues in open country. Finding your sanctuary. So, let's compare a rigid traditional boardroom meeting to what the program calls walking and talking in nature. When you take the conversation outdoors, the environment literally does the heavy lifting for you, trading harsh fluorescent lights for actual fresh air, and the crunch of gravel under your feet instantly starts melting away that cortisol. And the data backs this up. This simple physical shift drastically improves problem solving, boosts creativity, and cuts right through that thick mental fatigue you get from being chained to a desk all day. Section 2. Mindful movement. Rebooting internal rhythms. Now say goodbye to those cringeworthy corporate icebreakers. Instead, we're talking about genuine, mindful movement. Like this morning flow setup. It blends stylized yoga with live musical accompaniment. And you aren't just stretching to kill time. You're actively mobilizing your body and activating your lymphatic system to flush out all that physical sluggishness. It builds toward a state of sonic stillness. Just imagine taking that deep, practical sense of calm back into a chaotic Tuesday afternoon at the office. Section 3. The art of play. Unleashing your inner child. Okay, I know the word play in a corporate setting sounds a little out there, but check out this colorful spread of percussion instruments for the Boomwhacker challenge. It turns out banging on plastic tubes is surprisingly effective at breaking down those stiff, carefully curated professional walls we all put up. Psychologically speaking, reconnecting with your curiosity is essential for mental clarity. It's a hands-on, lively exercise that uses rhythm to foster unspoken connection, and it totally brings out that inner child hiding inside all of us. I absolutely love what one participant said here, calling the percussion such an imaginative replacement for trad yoga music, really intuitive and powerful. That really hits the nail on the head. This isn't just background music, it's an immersive learning tool. When you're allowed to experience the pure freedom of making music without judgment, it sparks a kind of creative potential that standard sit-down workshops almost always miss. Section 4. Practical nutrition. Fueling the body for long-term health. Because let's face it, all that great mental clarity is going to crash hard if we aren't fueling ourselves right. The framework lays out 3 incredibly practical nutrition habits you can actually take home. Step 1. Blood sugar balance. This is about keeping your energy steady so you finally avoid that dreaded 3 p.m. crash. Step 2 is mindful eating, basically just slowing down to drastically enhance your digestion. And step 3, seasonal immune support. This gives your body the vital nutrients it needs to thrive and fight off the endless stream of office colds. Just look at this beautifully layered salad jar. It's the absolute perfect visual for this concept. This is vital, energetic food that goes way beyond the generic advice to just eat well. The program uses hands-on cooking sessions so you can learn exactly how to break out of the sad desk lunch routine. You start actively choosing foods that genuinely nourish your system from the inside out, making nutrition something you actually crave instead of a chore. Section 5, returning with renewed vitality. Small changes, massive difference. So what happens when you actually head back to work? Because a retreat is really only as good as the habits it leaves behind, right? You come back not just rested, but equipped with real actionable wellness tools. Focusing on these small, lasting lifestyle changes is how you actually combat your own individual burnout. And instead of stressing over HR metrics like team cohesion, you'll find that your workday just naturally feels more collaborative and a lot less like an uphill battle. You are taking your day back. One participant summed up the whole experience perfectly, thanking the team for a beautiful bubble of Englishness. And that's exactly what this is. It's a restorative bubble away from the relentless, nonstop demands of modern work. It gives you the space to breathe, to play, and to completely recalibrate your mind and body before you have to dive back into your professional responsibilities. So as we wrap up this explainer on the Health Play Collective framework, we've mapped out the incredible power of open country venues, mindful movement, play, and practical nutrition. You've got the blueprint now. The only question left is, what single, small change will you make today to reclaim your personal vitality and reboot your internal rhythm?